Hello and welcome back to the Goon Squad Radio podcast. My name is Brian Hops. I'll be your dungeon master. With me is Jacob Wyckoff,
Trevor Starkman. Let's do this.
Ryan Siller,
Delvilo Soria,
and Joseph Smeckle.
Odor K-Poc saying hi to all the grandmas out there.
Oh yeah, tell those grandmas what's up. So let's go ahead and jump in with this session recap. So last session, we started out after our nice little fighting ring exploits with Trevorn and Coetzee and our other matches, getting that kind of reprimanding with Elise. Afterwards, the group kind of went on about their week, doing their training, things like that. You had a nice refresher course on what SAVs were and how they work. You guys spent some time working one-on-one with individual trainers, and when it came time for the next week of trials to start, an alarm sounded in the base. The recruits were then escorted to the floating command room above Alley Lucentia, and once there, they were informed of an attack on Linution, one of the hearts of Radorian. The recruits were asked on a volunteer basis to undergo experimental augmentation to rapidly accelerate the training process, and Squad G stepped up right away along with some of the other recruits. After being teleported again to a different lab, the recruits experienced physical augmentation as well as being artificially infused with the memories of previous Solstice agents. And, after succeeding the saving throws to not be killed by the process, Delvilos immediately jumped into action to begin stabilizing the other recruits, and with an unprecedented 100% success rate, all the recruits who volunteered survived the procedure. And that brings us to where we are now. So I present to you, once again, Alley Lucentia. So you guys are in this lab. Everyone is pretty rattled, pretty shaken up. What are you guys doing? How are you feeling?
Am I still naked?
Yes, I guess technically you are still naked.
I hand him my shirt to wrap around him. Like,
Oh
here
my
you
goodness.
go, buddy. Yeah, Odo, you might want to put that away. Just saying, there's women in the room.
You see Elise looks at you and says, okay, so Odor, I need you to get dressed, and is everyone feeling good to go? Do you need any form of healing? Do you need anything to be taken care of? We need to get moving as soon as possible. You were out for about 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're all the way up, like fully rested and stocked up, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah, we're gonna send it. We'll go.
Oh,
No,
I
go,
want to ask
go.
Elise, what kind of, what are we going to be expecting down there?
So we're about to head into the briefing right now, and I'll kind of fill everyone in at the same time.
Gotcha.
Great. And you see she and the other elven woman begin teleporting everyone again back to like the command center that you guys were just in. Well, not just in, but you guys know what I mean. So you guys return back to this command center. They step up in front of the giant projection screen again, and Elise begins speaking. She says, "The majority of the city has been evacuated safely. However, we've come across anti-magic, or what we're referring to as blackout zones, that we have not experienced before. This is something new, and we don't know what's causing it. We are just aware that we no longer have surveillance in these areas, and the squads dispersed there will be flying blind. The 4 major blackout zones that we've seen are at the Capitol building, the Brother Autumn's Grip based on the west end, and the Linution Museum of Natural History, and for some reason there's a smaller zone in one of the blocks in the Old Oaks district. And Trevorn, you know that to be your neighborhood that you grew up in."
Gotcha.
And Elise continues, "Those of you who don't have your full squads will be regrouped to pair up. That being said, Team Alpha will consist of Betha, Verna, Leon, and Sudaban. You'll be investigating the Old Oaks Blackout. Team Beta will be Feng, Esvel, and Galandin. You'll be heading to the West End BAG base. Team Charles, you'll be headed, or Ramardo, Oscar, and Demacus, you'll be headed to the museum. And Team Delta, Trevorn, Delvilos, and Odor, you'll be headed to the Capitol building."
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. So do you guys have anything you want to finish up here first before you drop in, or?
Just want to make sure we have our flare guns and we're stocked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Or
just want to go through and grab
weapons.
that rifle in the
Do we each?
force.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elise looks at you guys and goes, we'll be headed to the frontline command center, as it were, just outside the city, the temporary solstice base that's been set up, and you'll be sent in on foot from there.
We
Alright.
don't get cars or anything. No. Nothing like that.
I don't know how we'll get you cars from here.
A horse?
Per se. But Odor, do you have anything you need to take care of before we move on, or?
No, I'm just we have all this money and everything, but no cars. Just kind of lost.
All right, recruits, if you'll step onto the teleportation circles, we'll get onto the teleporter.
But we're not like teleporting straight into combat. Like we're going to the front lines, right? So we don't have to like shield up and weapons drawn right now. Okay, cool.
Cool. You guys step onto the teleporters. In a flash of light, you are in the nice temperate forests outside of Linution. There's a camp set up, relatively large, like tents, things set up, and there's just people everywhere, Solstice agents running around. Instead of the normal like yellow that they're in all black and like gray. And you see Elise begins walking you towards a small tent. And in it there are a bunch of stacks of boxes. And there is one Solstice soldier who looks at you and goes, all right, so here's essentially the breakdown of what you'll be receiving gear-wise. It says each of you will have a flare gun with flares. You will be given basic fatigues, like light armor, or if you need heavier armor and that's what you're accustomed to, we have that combination as well. You'll be handed a respirator mask as well as goggles to protect your eyes and mouth.
All right.
Anything else that you specifically need or request, we can try to get for you as quick as possible. However, you may have to go in without it.
Gotcha.
And so they start doling out to each of you a flare gun, flares, some like gray fatigues for stealth and like blending in with the city, and then like small like combat impact armor kind of things, like shoulder pads, elbow pads, things like that.
I reject the armor.
Okay, all right.
Oh, hey there, buddy. You might want to at least have some shoulder pads or something.
No,
something.
good. No, armor just delays death. Okay.
As a cleric, I'm telling you that I might delay your death, and I do not plan on picking you up multiple times if you don't wear this armor. So I'm gonna grab the armor and like shove it to him, like suit up.
Great.
I will wear one shoulder pad.
And I have heavy armor, so I'm guessing we all get like it's like associated with like a class. I guess some heavier stuff for heavier armor and lighter for light and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you wanted like heavier armor, they give you stuff that has like more plate to it and a little more protection. It's thicker material. Yeah. And then they hand each of you a like respirator mask. It looks kind of like the Bane mask, except it doesn't go all the way over the top of your head. It just stops like over the nose.
Beautiful.
And then cool. A pair of like really thick rimmed like goggles, like almost like steampunk shaped, but without all the like accoutrement to it. Like very simple, very like minimal design goggles.
Welder's glasses. Yeah.
Yes, welder's goggles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look so fly right now.
I put on everything. I'm like,
all right.
Do we sound different through the... Do I talk like this through the mask? I was born in El Sensual.
No, the masks work so that you can talk normal.
Okay.
You have enough space in there.
Incredible.
I am now invincible. I can never be stopped. I am a god.
Bring me the man back.
Put your shoulder pads on.
All right. So you see Elise then begins walking you guys out towards where there's like a small motor pool. There's like a large truck with like the open bed that you guys can all pile into. There's also like a couple Jeeps, and then there is a singular lime green Archaea Soul over in the corner. And Elise goes, so depending on how you guys wish to transport, I don't know if you like, we're leaving this up to you in terms of your plan to take care of things in the city. You can drive individually in your own cars. You can like take a full Jeep and then disperse on foot. I don't know how you guys want to do it. We have never encountered anything like this. We're kind of running it by ear.
I'm gonna turn to the group. What do you guys think? I think we should just take one of these Jeeps and roll deep.
Real question, is that Del, is that your Archaea?
Is it my Archaea?
No, it's very similar. It's got a different license plate number on it.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm familiar with the vehicle. If you guys feel, I could drive around this thing if you guys want to.
Just to be clear, we're not responsible for the vehicle, right? If anything happens to it.
Just, no, you're not responsible for the vehicles.
Okay,
no.
All right, perfect. All right.
What's Odor? What are you going to do with your vehicles?
I'll take the Archaea, Elise.
Cool. All right, she tosses you the keys to the Archaea. You see Betha and Team Alpha, they all pile into a Jeep. You see Team Charles and Team Delta pile into the back of like the big truck because they're headed towards roughly like the same area. And you see Betha and Fang both like turn to you guys and give you guys like salutes, and all the other like troops give you guys quick like salutes as they peel out of the encampment.
All right. Yeah, I feel like I give her a nod, checking up on them and everything. Yeah, I'm ready. So we have our weapons and everything. We are stacked and set.
Yes.
Oh my God,
I forgot to mention one more thing you're supposed to have, and
Okay.
I forgot to say this. The last thing that everybody has in their equipment gear is this. It looks like an elven ear, but it's like that kind of. What is the term I'm looking for? It's almost like the line work outline of an elven ear, right?
Okay.
And it's made out of gold, and it has a small little part that connects into the earlobe, and this is essentially a comms device.
Cool.
For yourself to reach each other and the other squads.
Cool. It's like handheld, or we like attach it to her?
It like it's elven shaped, so it fits over your ear.
Oh.
And it's just kind of like the default look for all of them.
Gotcha.
And it's just an earpiece that you can use to communicate.
So it looks like I have one elf ear and a regular human ear.
And one normal, yes. But your elf ear is like golden.
My fellow
Yeah.
half-elves.
Testing,
Very nice.
1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, other squads? This is Odor K-Poc checking in.
Okay,
You
yeah.
hear crackly through it. Betha goes, yes, Odor, please maintain only necessary comms. Thank you.
I use it, but
how
like,
do-
Odor's next to me. Odor, stop being a jackass. Let's go. We gotta be serious.
How do
about
we
this.
determine what's necessary and what's not? This was not in the training book.
Well, obviously this isn't necessary, my guy.
Well, maybe it is.
Start the car. Just hurry up.
Of course, it's all going back over the comms. Even though
You
we're
said
in the
this
same
is a
car.
green key, like a neon green key? Is that what you said?
Yeah, a
No
neon
stealth.
green Archaea Soul.
Is it
Zero
tricked
stuff.
out underneath? Is it tricked out?
No,
or
it's not
anything?
like tricked out or anything.
Oh, so it doesn't have a spoiler.
We're
and
not.
a neon
We're not
lights?
tipping on fofos.
No, sorry.
Stop by a
so
body shop
you
on the way
guys start driving. You know the route in. It's very clear. It's like a major highway. There's so much like congestion and traffic going the other direction out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys just peel down this empty interstate that's like leading into the heart of the city. And Trayvon, I assume you're navigating because you've like lived here and you know what's up, and you're headed to the capital. Are you guys just trying to like peel the whole way, or are you gonna like get to the city wall, stop, and then like walk in on foot? What is your approach that you're taking?
I guess at this point we're just I guess we're kind of coming up with the game
Yeah,
plan. It's
do
like, so
the-
if you go down this
what are
road,
the
this
street-
road takes you to the capital. Oh yeah, sorry, just like this goes to the capital. But anyways, what's the game plan?
I kind of want to look around the streets. Like, are the streets abandoned? Are there still people that have not evacuated? Or is this one of those situations like everyone should be out of the city, anyone who's left should not be there kind of deal?
Roll a perception or insight check for me.
Beautiful.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone roll an insight check for me, and perception, or roll just a perception check.
Oh, that's a 23 for insight.
Perception. I have a whopping 21.
Oh man, I even lived here, but I have a 13.
It's been a while. It's dark.
It's been a minute.
So, with your 13, Trayvon, you kind of are getting a little emotional as you see you guys are approaching the city, and there's just clouds of smoke rising up from it.
Oh, snap.
Like it's a bad sign. It's not a great look on the city. And as you guys are getting closer to like the city walls, you see there's figures moving around like through the outskirts of the city as well. But like there's just fires going up everywhere. Delvilos, you see that like the cars, once you get to a certain distance, like away from the outer walls of the city, are just abandoned. Like doors are left open, like people
Holy
have
smokes.
just gotten out, taken things out of their vehicles, and just gone on foot.
Yeah. I think I would like to drive all the way to the capital just so like whenever we get there, if we need to get out quick, we have our vehicle. I don't want to like walk and like increase the danger of something happening on the way there. I want to get to the capital, find out what's going on there, and kind of deal with the situation there, if that's okay with everyone else in the car.
I would say if anything, we should park on like a back street at least. You know, just that way it's not like right out in front in the open.
Yeah, as long as it's accessible, because I think at this point, like, stealth isn't the key. Like, we're going in there and we're trying to figure out what's up. And I want, if something goes bad, I want to be able to get out quick. But yeah, like, somewhere close by. this neon green Archaea.
You know, after
Archaea Assault.
sitting here, even if it's hiding in an alley, you're just gonna look. Is that neon?
Is that a neon green?
Can I just stand out the window with a battle axe, like, you know?
I feel like you're a dog, like with the tongue hanging out.
Yeah, Odor, as you are hanging out the city, or like out the window, as you guys are ripping down the streets of the city, you see there's all sorts of these like cloaked figures moving around in and out of buildings, but they're like they're going into buildings, and you see some coming out, but the ones that you see like coming out of the buildings are carrying chairs and carrying furniture and throwing them on these like heaping burning piles in the street.
Okay.
I don't think that's normal, unless that's some sort of ritual you guys do around here, but...
No, this is definitely not normal. We like our furniture inside the house.
Are they all cloaked the same? Like
Yeah, they're all in just like these dark black robes.
Interesting. Okay.
Can I take a pot shot of one on the way out?
Absolutely, yeah. Roll an attack roll.
Oh my god.
Okay, just to let him know
Could
that,
be
you
an
know.
innocent civilian just like trying to make a signal fire.
Yeah, you're rolling with disadvantage as you're ripping down the streets in the car.
Cool. Oh, okay, so that's at least a 7. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with the 7. So that is a 15.
A 15?
Holy smokes! What do you?
Yeah, with a 15, you just hit. You guys see, Trevorn, you are sitting in. Are you in the front seat or the back seat?
Oh yeah,
Passenger,
I'm
I assume,
I'm
right?
sitting shotgun, even though
Yeah,
I don't
you-
have a shotgun.
Yeah, you stick the like rifle out the window, and you're trying to get this angle so you can actually like comfortably use it. And you fire your arrow, and it whips through the air, and it hits the cloak, and like in just an instant, the cloak falls like off of this body as the body just evaporates underneath it. And the cloak, just with the arrow attached to it, pings into the wall behind it.
Noted.
Gotcha. Okay, noted.
Duly noted.
Great.
Cool. So
I was sitting here. Alright, now I'll-
great. Hopefully that wasn't an innocent civilian doing something like, you know.
I would have laughed if it was just like, just some random guy, like...
I'm trying to do my best to think as tactically as possible.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, on the way to the Capitol.
You guys are on the way to the Capitol. You skip around. Are you trying to find, like you said, a back alley, or are you trying to find like just the major road in front of it? Like, where are you trying to park the car?
Is this a grid system? Like, are there buildings all around the Capitol?
Yeah, it's mostly a grid. There's like a large plaza courtyard right in front of the Capitol
Okay.
building, like a garden across the street from it, but most of the buildings
What about behind the Capitol?
behind is like alleyways.
Out that I'd like to, if the car can fit, I'd like to park behind it.
Okay, word. You guys pull the Archaea through the alleyway, and once you get like within a block or so of it, like on that block, you hear static in your ear as your comms no longer work.
Oh, jeez. Of course.
Wait, I would say, can we use them amongst each other? Is it at least like kind of like short range, or is it just we don't have any connection whatsoever?
They're totally not working.
Interesting. Okay. Can I look above us? Are we underneath a cloud or something? Like, is there?
There's not a cloud or anything.
Okay.
You guys get in there, and Trevorn, you notice the blue lines on your rifle start to like flicker.
Oh no, this isn't good.
And as you get like fully into the alley, right up behind the back of the building, the engine shuts off.
The engine of the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, does
And you guys
anyone,
coast to a stop.
does
Okay.
anyone have
cool.
one that magic powers or
I want
something?
to. Yeah. I want to try to
Yeah.
see if we can. What?
Yeah, I was gonna see, can someone try to cast something, see what happens?
Ooh,
I can't
Is that how you
shoot,
think that
or-
it works? I'm just some magical guy and I just cast willy nilly and I'm gonna find all the answers to these situations? No, I want to get out of the car. I want to push the car back to where it would start working, so that in case we need to go, we can just get in and get out. Because right now it seems like we're in some sort of dead zone. I would like to try to see if it's magic or detect magic, but I want to try to get inside first to see if maybe it's some sort of like EMP or generator or something that's causing this disruption.
Word. Yeah, you guys push the car back down the alleyway like 2 buildings, and you hear like the engine kind of come on as your comms also turn on, and your rifle starts glowing blue again,
Okay.
Trevorn.
Interesting.
So you guys have like exited that kind of dead zone space.
How big? Can I roll a perception to see how big these buildings are we're next
Yeah,
to?
roll a perception. I mean, you don't really need a perception roll. They're at least like 6-7 stories tall.
Okay,
They-
so we're like
they-
downtown. Like these are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like in
Okay,
the heart of the
gotcha,
city.
Do they
gotcha.
look? Do they look? Do they look accessible? Like,
can you open doors and things?
yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, well, do you guys want to try to get up and see, since there's some sort of barrier in front of us, do you want to try to get on top of this building just to see if we can spot around, see if there's anything we can see from up there or what's causing anything before we just go full frontal in there, you know what I mean?
Is there a ladder? Is there like a way to scale this building?
On the exterior of the building, no.
Okay. I think we might have to go in and just kind of take a peek around, but I think you're right. Like getting up top, maybe to the roof would be a good idea. But let's see, let's try to get in here and see what's going on.
Yeah.
You agree?
Are you guys going into the Capitol building or the building next to it?
The building next to it?
Yeah, to the building next to it. Oh,
Yeah.
Also, first time I ever heard you actually say something that was, actually a pretty good idea. I'm proud of you.
Oh, you have some good ideas, I believe it. So you want to scout? Is the building next to us taller than the Capitol building?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's try to get in. And I think for the first time, like I take out my sword, and I concentrate a little bit, and the tattoo on my arm starts to glow, and out comes a round, like pewter, full metal shield that just appears, and I am shielded up. I'm unsheathed. I'm ready to go. And I'm guessing there's a door that we can just kind of kick in, like maybe we can stack up on it and kick it in, like breaching style.
Yeah.
I want to bash
You
it with my
guys
shield.
are at the back door of what is assumedly like an office building, and you just line up at the door, kick it in, it swings open, and it's like dark inside.
Okay.
There's only light that you can see from like the end of the hallway.
Gotcha.
In like kind of the lobby lounge area because you're on the first floor, and there's only light from like the windows. No interior lighting is on.
I would like to cast my cantrip light on my shield, so I have kind of like a spotlight.
Great.
Cool.
You cast light on your shield, and it is very dim. Like, because it is sourced right there, and like it's being actively powered, it kind of works, but it's very dim light.
Okay.
Can I
But
use
it's something, right?
prestidigitation to like cast like I guess like a shower of small parks? A shower of like sparks. Just kind of like in front of us, like maybe a couple feet. Will that light it up more, or is that just kind of like?
I mean, it would light it up, yeah, if you want to keep doing that.
Well, I would say, is there like any sort of like lights or torches in the hallway or anything like that?
None that are on because you are in this dead zone.
Okay.
Cool. All right. In that case, I want to use prestidigitation to start lighting them up.
Great. You're just gonna keep doing like flashlight, like almost like a strobe effect as you're walking through the building to see things. Word. You guys are able to find a staircase in like the central part of the building if you want to work your way up to like the upper floors.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go through, roll me perception checks.
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20 as well. No way.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20, no bullshit.
No.
Shut
no,
the
we-
fuck
no,
up.
no.
Oh my god.
Hold on. No, I'm sorry. I need to
I
Let's
had to check
go.
that. I was like,
Hops,
no way.
what do
No
we
way.
see with 3
No,
nat 20s?
No way.
As you guys are going through this building, you see that it is like almost pristinely left in place. They have not come through, they have not moved anything, they have not touched anything. Like, the only signs of struggle in this building are like people being told you need to evacuate now.
Gotcha.
And then like them getting up, like maybe ruffling a couple papers as they walk through, but it is left exactly as it was during the workday
Gotcha. And we
before they
don't-
got the like you need to go.
Right. And we don't hear anything, no scuffling about, no other noises other than
Yeah,
us.
you don't hear any footsteps, you don't hear like people in the building with you.
Cool.
It's just you guys.
So it's almost as if they just disappeared.
Alright, I guess let's try to go up to the top, make it to the roof, if we can.
Cool. You guys ascend the staircase, same pattern of like breaching through, creating as little light as you can in this dead zone, and you get to the roof of this building. Are you guys going like to the roof?
Yeah, to the top. I want to try to look down on the...
Great.
I'm guessing we're trying to look down on the Capitol.
Yeah.
Word. You guys get to the roof, and from the roof you can see like the blocks around you. You can see the park across the street, and you notice there's none of the black cloaked figures in this radius.
Cool. Okay.
Like you can see again smoke coming up from like in between buildings, and then like off further towards the outer perimeter of the city there are like buildings that are on fire, but like the inner like taller buildings are being left alone.
Can we see anything in the sky? Is there anything that would indicate anything around us, or like the dead zone or whatever? Anything we can notice?
In the sky, you notice that it is overcast because of all of the smoke. Like, it's a very smoky, cloudy day. And it appears almost as if all of the like smoke from the fires is being pulled towards where the dead zones originate. As if to create like and maintain darkness in these areas.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So they're using the smoke as like kind of like cover.
Okay, so nothing on the roof, no like giant evil generating machine, blackening magic. Cool. So I think we can just safely say that it's time to go back down and breach the Capitol, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Real
All
quick,
right.
is there any sort of like cord or anything that we might be able to use to like maybe like use as a grappling hook to get it to the top of the Capitol building by chance?
I mean, we can say you have like 50 feet of rope. I don't know if that's what you're trying to do, because that's like a standard for every adventurer pack and every adventurer's gear.
Oh, that's a good point. So would you say if we were to go down maybe to like the fourth or fifth floor that we could use this 50-foot of rope to make like a rope bridge to the Capitol building?
It's going to be some skill checks, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd say at least I would like to give that a try as opposed to just going in from like the bottom floor.
Okay.
Word. Yeah, you guys go down to the 4th floor. You find an empty office. Not empty, but like there's people, no one's in it. It's got the tall like floor to ceiling windows. It faces right over to like the Capitol roof. And you guys, I assume, just like break out the window.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bash it with my shield.
I have an idea, guys. All right. I'm gonna. How far is it? How far do you think the?
You're gonna have to toss me.
To the next rooftop, I'm gonna say is about 25-30 feet.
Oh yeah, we gotta use rope.
Okay.
25, 30 feet. Okay. All right. I have an idea. All right. You're gonna tie the rope around me, okay? I'm gonna take out both of my battle axes.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a running jump and land on the other side.
No.
Kind of like Ice Climber style.
No. I'm not picking your ass back up.
I mean, I want to be against it, but also, like, if I was to sit here and maybe, like, stand at the window and, like, he steps off my hands and I kind of launch him as well, giving him, I guess, sort of like a help action, would it make it a better chance? How high of a DC are we talking for this?
I will not tell you how high of a DC we're talking, but if this is the plan you want to go with. So what you're saying, Odor, if I'm understanding this correct, is you want to tie the rope around you with a running start, jump, and leap over to the next building in an attempt to land on the roof? Or are you trying to land, like, in the window, like you're trying to break through into the other building?
And then if I miss, I have my battle axes that I'll try to, like, ice climb. You know what I mean? Like,
And stop yourself from falling all the way to the ground.
Yeah.
I got you.
Other idea,
Okay.
we could use this magic rifle, maybe attach a rope to one of the arrows and shoot like a grappling hook and just shimmy across without risk of anyone falling. Because what's the plan whenever you get over there?
However, you are in the dead zone and the rifle is not 100% working right now.
Fucking, we don't have like a bow or a crossbow or anything. Would it just be we could throw like 30 feet, right? What's the rules? What are the stats
Alright,
on
I
throwing?
Well, I was gonna say, question: do I only have my rifle, or do I have my longbow as well, like as backup?
I would assume you also brought your longbow as backup.
Okay, so can you do
Yeah,
that?
so in that
like
case-
a grappling
yeah,
shot?
kind of.
I mean, I'm all for if you really want to do the running jump. I think that's a badass. I'm just saying there's a safer way to do this with a
There
guaranteed success
definitely
rate.
is.
oh, I don't fear death, my friends. Let's try this.
I feel like as me and Trayvon are discussing this, you just see him like start chopping it, like start getting ready to throw.
Just don't even get a chance.
So, Odor, are you doing the jump?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the jump.
Can I give him
Alright.
a help action to like kind of like so it's like you kind of crouch squat down
Yeah, to try and, like, throw him out as well? Yes.
exactly, and he hits my hands. And just
You guys can do that. So, Odor, you can roll with advantage.
Okay, what am I rolling? Am I rolling athletics?
You're rolling an athletics check.
Athletics?
Come on,
okay.
Odor.
Alright, guys. Let's see how this goes. Okay, thank God that's an advantage. Okay. All right, guys, that is gonna be a 15.
Not too bad, but
You guys see Delvilos, we'll do this from your perspective.
I feel like I'm tying a rope to an arrow with my back turned, and I just hear like him like, and I feel the wind, and I see him like jump, and I'm like, oh my god, seriously, I was about to shoot the arrow.
As you turn and look, you see Trevorn has got, like, he's down by the window in a squat with his feet open. Odor's feet land perfectly in his hands, and he throws him across. And it's beautiful, gorgeous form, and he's right there about to hit the edge when all of the momentum, like, falls off, and he starts falling down the side of the building. Odor, make a strength saving throw to see if your axes and you're able to, like, stop yourself from falling off the building.
Oh my god, I try to... He tied a rope to him, right? Can I grab the rope?
Yes, and Trevorn and Delvilos, you guys can make a dexterity check to try and grab the rope in time.
You said saving throw? Right?
Yes.
I got an 8.
That's gonna be a 16.
16, okay.
As Delvilos, I was like, don't do this, but as me, like as Ryan, I'm like,
You were
God,
like, this is
fucking
awesome, do it.
dude. It's fucking rad. So cinematic, too. Just like you think he's gonna make it, and he just like,
Yeah, how'd you guys do on your dexterity?
I have an 8. I got an 8.
An 8?
I was distracted
20.
tying.
Nat 20? Great.
let's go.
Yeah,
back to
Delvilos, you go to grab the rope, and you realize you're grabbing, like, your coil of rope and not the one that's attached to Odor.
I got him! I got him!
You immediately, like, grab the rope as he's falling, and you wrap it around, like, the desk, or you, like, throw yourself behind the desk in this office and brace yourself against, like, the window frame to try and get as much leverage as possible in case this heavy, bulky man just, like, falls to where the end of this rope stops. Thankfully, though, Odor, you are falling down the side of this building, like, clawing with your axe, trying to get traction, and you hit, like, a window frame to, like, an office, and you are able, like, you swing through and break it with your axe, and you stop yourself dangling off, like, the second floor. You've fallen 2 floors below where the rest of your squad is.
Alright, guys,
Great.
guys, it didn't work out as planned, but I'm alive.
Okay.
I'll take that as a victory.
Now what do we do?
Do you want me to climb up to the fourth floor, or do you want me to stay here?
I think we should regroup so you're not alone in the capital. I don't know what the plan is now. I mean, can you tie that into the rope to something and we'll just like shimmy down it?
Alright, so you want to go on the second floor?
Yeah, I think we should be together.
Probably a good idea.
Poke my head through. Do I got roll perception to see if there's anything right there?
Yeah, roll perception in the room.
That's a 24 or nat 20.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you look. How are y'all rolling so many?
It's like 5.
Dice are rigged. You look into this room and it's very dark. There's no lights on, but like from the exterior light that you can see behind you, it appears empty.
Alright, guys, it appears empty. I trust it. I'm going in.
All right, tie your rope to
crap.
something. I guess I'm shouting at the end. Like, just tie it to something strong so we can get our way over there.
I feel like I didn't think that through. I'm already like, I throw my rifle over and I'm just taking the fucking rope down. Hopefully it's tied it at this point.
Yeah, you, Odor, immediately as you like climb through the window, feel the rope tug backwards as Trevorn has decided he's just going to jump right on the rope without waiting for you to give the okay clear. And so, Odor, you need to make a strength saving throw to not be pulled back out the window by the weight of Trevorn tugging at your waist.
I was hoping we would have tied it at this point. I was
You gotta let him find something to tie it to.
That's a 9.
A 9? Hanging on by like fingernails and the bottom of your combat boots, you are able to not fall back out this window frame. As Trevorn, you slide down to the base of the window on your rifle, and Del, you're just watching these two, like almost a comedy routine.
And there's the rope. There goes the rope.
Halfway, yeah, and they're hanging the rope. The rope is still tied like to the chair and like the window frame that you're at in this like tall like corporate building. Mm-hmm. But you see both of them like scrambling to get inside the room. So for the sake of more failed rolls, Odor, you're able to help Trevorn pull himself up like into this office room. You untie yourself. There's like big heavy bookcases. There's like the big heavy desk. It's a government building. It's very like just practical. None of it's for like show. It's all like practical, heavy, sturdy material that won't break like after a short amount of time.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and tie it off.
Great. They tie it off. Delvilos, you want to shimmy down?
Yes. I'll shimmy down.
It's
We're
clear.
good.
Yeah, you shimmy down into this office building. It's dark in here, except for the light that you have casting off your shield, which is getting weaker the closer you get into like this office building or into the Capitol. And you guys, like, are you just gonna stay? Like, what's your game plan as you're in this office?
I guess we
Clear it real quick, like just check, like corner to corner, whatever's in the room. Make sure there's like nothing else in the room.
Yeah, you guys are clearing room to room. Like the room you're in is empty. You don't see anything. You go out into the hallway. It's very quiet in this building, except for a very faint hum.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to try to go closer to the hum. I want to try to find the source of the noise.
As you exit this office building, you turn down a hallway. You're following the sound of this hum. You enter through double doors out into like this mezzanine into what is essentially like a senatorial conference chamber type thing. And you see just like where the speaker of the house would sit, or like the speaker of whoever's leading this discussion, leading this meeting. There is it's about the size of like a person, but it is like just this large reactor almost, and it's like set in the center of this room, and it's got two like counter spinning just like sections of metal, and in it is a blue shroud of swirling lightning that is in like almost a coil. And you see that there, and you see two figures on the floor just kind of like watching it, making sure nothing goes wrong, playing like kind of defense. You just see them like they're not talking, they're not moving much, but they just keep like scanning the room.
Gotcha. Can we try to enter stealth and get up close to him?
Yeah, you guys are on the second floor right now.
Okay.
This is on the first floor.
Okay. So we're looking down onto them. We're pretty much like on that little balcony.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on like a balcony, and they're below you in the center of the room.
Okay.
Do you guys want to?
Actually, can I make like an Arcana check on it to see if maybe I can understand what the working is of this?
Sure.
Awesome. That's a 14.
A 14. You can deduce that this is the thing creating the blackout.
Gotcha.
That whatever this thing is, and that it has something to do with, based on the way you saw clouds forming above and the movement of the two metal like cages inside, you notice that like they're kind of in a similar pattern, and maybe it's that movement that's causing the blackout.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, all right. So, Del Odor. So I have an idea. So we get up a little bit closer. It seems like those little metal mechanisms are what's causing the blackout. I mean, that's kind of obvious. But if we can stop them from moving, I think we can stop the machine. So I don't know if anybody has anything we could do for that. But I think a good idea is maybe we make an attack on it, or I can take a shot at it. Maybe that might work. But maybe we should get close in the process.
True. Yeah, I don't want to try to damage the machine because I don't know, like it looks pretty powerful. There might be like a blast or like an explosion if we actually try to damage it. I think it would be nice to maybe, first of all, I think these are threats, so I think we should try to eliminate one and keep one in question.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So is there a way that we're on the second floor, like if they're close to the perimeter, can I jump from the second floor down on top of one of them?
With a very good attack roll, yes, you could.
And can I take a shot at the other one while he does it?
Yeah,
So we do, like, a
I'll do.
coordinated
Trayvon,
attack?
do me a favor and take a perception check on your rifle.
Oh, I figured I'd use my since I noticed
longbow?
Word. That's what I was asking if I brought it with me because I noticed
Right.
the rifle
Yes.
starting.
Okay,
to fade
never
out a
mind.
little
Alright,
bit.
guys. Let's try to surprise these guys. So if you're gonna jump down,
Yeah.
I can jump down a little bit before you, and then they focus on me, and then you guys jump down and attack, kind of surprise them.
I like
feel
that
like you
idea,
should
but
take
I'm going to
somebody.
go
I
ahead
can
and
take a
just do
shot
my
at
first
somebody.
jump. I feel confident that
yeah.
I can nail this guy on my hit. So I'm going to try to jump down, and maybe if you want to try to jump down on the second guy and hold him, that would we can eliminate them trying to run away or disappear or cast something, Like a surprise would be great, and I think it'd be more surprising if we jump on top of him.
All right.
That's just me. Yeah,
So,
so
you
I'm gonna
got the
go
one
ahead
on the
and-
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay,
ahead
you
and
got the
line
one
up
on the
on one of these guys, and I'm gonna try to jump up on top of him.
Go ahead and roll attack rolls.
Well, we have to time this.
Come on, Delilah.
Is that plus anything or with her main weapon or what?
What are you attempting to do?
Just like jump on them, like
Just jump on him?
Yeah.
That would just be plus strength, like an athletic
plus strength.
check.
Okay. That's gonna be a 23 for me.
Oh my god.
I got a 5.
5. Okay.
Also, I got an 11 for my shot to take on the guy I guess Del was going after, because I guess Odor's going to grab the guy to restrain him, and we're trying to take out the other guy.
Great. You guys are prepped, poised on the balcony, and Delvilos and Odor, you guys get right up on the edge. This machine is just humming very loudly. You can't really like hear much over anything. And you guys both jump down. Odor, you like hit your person and just take him straight to the ground. And as Del, you are like approaching your person, like leaping through the air. You see they just turn to look right at you and like shove you to the ground. Then Trayvon, you loose your arrow, it flies, and you see their hand goes up and they catch it.
Oh, shit.
Okay, are we rolling initiative?
Yes, please roll initiative.
Yeah, because I was just like, all right, oh, no.
Alright, I got it. Delvilos is a 10 for initiative.
Okay, you're not gonna
that's a 10
believe
as
me
well.
at this point, so I gotta send it. It's
No
a
way.
nat 20. There's
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is
It's
insane.
almost
That's
unbelievable at this point.
like, you know, for real. Like honestly, if we weren't doing this like in front of us, I really would not believe anybody. But I also got a 10. So do we need to roll off?
No, just add your dexterity modifiers.
Oh,
0.
I have a 3.
There you go.
3. And what'd you have?
I have it just straight 10.
Straight 10? Okay. Very cool. Great. You guys leap down. Odor, you knock your guy prone. The other one knocks Siller, or knocks Delvilos
Siller.
backwards, like
I know
onto one of the chairs in the pews. And top of the round, that's Odor. You see this guy below you, Odor, is just on the ground, still in like their black robe. Their black robe falls off their head, and you can see in this like faint blue light created by this reactor thing that it appears to be Azona Ri.
What's a
What is that?
Azona Ri?
Azona Ri is the person who's the person you're supposed to eliminate. He was the head of the snake, so to speak, that you've been sent in to eliminate.
Nice.
Oh, the guy that
All
was on
right.
the thing. Yeah.
Yes, the guy you saw in the video in the briefing room before you underwent the
Gotcha.
augmentation.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Well, guys, it looks like we're in a little pickle here, guys.
We got
Does
this.
he?
Who's up?
Yeah, who's up?
Odor, you're first.
Okay, I'm gonna try to speak to him first. I'm gonna say hello there.
You see they try to mouth words, but nothing comes out.
All right, they're mute. All right, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to use violence.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to restrain this guy. I'm gonna, since he's prone, I'm just gonna try to tackle him, get on top of him, grapple him.
You're basically already on top of it.
Okay.
If you want to like attack him or you want to do something to the other person who's still upright,
No, I'm just gonna take this
Okay.
one guy.
go for it.
Oh, I wasn't gonna attack. I was just gonna hold.
Oh, okay. You just want to hold him?
Yeah.
That's an opposed athletics. That is. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Are you attacking the other person or what are you doing?
No, I'm just gonna.
No? You're just going to hold this guy
Yeah,
down?
and I'm gonna enter a rage.
Okay, word. You enter a rage. Got it. Okay, up next, that is the other fellow's turn. And they are going to. Delvilos, does a 16 hit you?
No, sir.
No, sir. You see they swing out with one of their like cloaked arms really fast, and you are able to throw your shield up just in time, and it like glances off of your shield.
Nice.
They swing with a second one. I assume an unnatural 20 does hit.
Unnatural 20. That is my AC, so yes.
Okay, yeah, so you block the first one, and then the second attack comes right in and catches you, like, in the chest plate and knocks some wind out of you. Like, it was just a big hit, and it hurt real bad. It was a heavy hit, is what I should say. And that is for 9 damage.
Nice. All right. I'm still standing.
Still up. Great. That's Trevorn's turn.
Okay, so I guess from here I would like to take a shot at the guy Dell's going up against. And I just need to make sure on this one. So I want to take a shot, but I would say afterwards I'm going to go ahead and use an arcane shot. But let me go ahead. Now I can use this once per turn as part of my attack action. Okay, but let me go ahead and see if it hits first. But using my longbow, of course. That is an unnatural 20.
That's going to hit.
Cool. All right. So then, yeah, I'm also going to do a grasping arrow. Okay. And we'll say, and the target takes extra poison damage as brambles wrap around it for 1 minute. This brambles give it minus 10 feet speed, and it does slashing damage every round it moves.
Okay, word.
And this can be removed by it or another as an action with strength versus my DC.
Okay.
But okay, so that is going to be just damage. With the longbow, that is a D8. So it's going to be 10 plus 2d6. So 16 damage total.
16 damage total? Very good.
And then I think since also we made it to level 5, I get a second attack too. So I'm just going to shoot.
You do, yes. For anyone listening at home who's wondering why he has a second attack already, even though they were level 1 last week, they, through their process power, leveled to 5.
Okay, and that is going to be a 14 to hit?
A 14 just hits.
Yes, alright. That's going to be another 8 damage.
Another 8 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Great. He's looking pretty hurt.
Yes.
Woo. Cool. Yeah, Del, you see this hit glances off your shield. Second one catches you in the chest and like knocks the wind out of you real hard. And then 2 arrows just fly down and land in this creature.
Hell yeah.
This hooded figure. And then when the second one hits, like thorns appear out of the arrow and start like wrapping around its arms all the way down to the ground.
Oh, sweet. Noted.
That is your turn, Del.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and whack him with my sword.
Great, go for it.
That's going to be a 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit hits.
All right. That's going to be 6 damage. And
6 damage.
As a shield master, I'm going to use my reaction to knock him prone with my shield.
Ooh, okay. Heck yeah. Does he have to make a strength saving check or anything? Or
I don't know. Let's take some time to Google that. I would imagine he has to. But it says, if I get the English on it, if you take an attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. So I guess I have to make an attack roll with my shield.
Make your attack roll, and it'll be against his strength.
Okay, gotcha. That's a 19, so...
That's a 19. That's gonna win. Yeah, you, like, you hit him once with your sword, and then pull your shield back up and just shove into him. Trevorn, real quick, what are the rules on... Is it if he tries to move or gets pushed through that, he takes damage?
Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. The creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn. It moves 1 foot or more without teleporting. The target or any creature that can reach it can use its action to remove the brambles. So it's a successful strength check against my arcane shot save DC. Otherwise, the brambles last for 1 minute or until you use this option again.
Okay, word. So because it's being shoved, because it failed, it will take damage. So how much damage does it take?
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's going to be 2d6 slashing.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, what arrow is that? Is badass.
That's a grasping arrow. So 6 damage.
Nice.
6 damage? Word. Okay. That is... Yeah, so you guys just like 1-2 wombo combo this Mamma Jamma. And Del, as you see like this thing get like ripped apart and it's pulling like shreds off of its cloak and things like that, you notice that it's not like in this blue light, the blood appears almost like purple.
Can I do a history check? Like, is that like some of the like the fiends, like the dark, like the spectrum, like the specters?
You know it's definitely not human.
Okay, cool.
Great. That is the person underneath Odor. So Odor, you are on top of this person trying to hold them in place. Odor, does a 19 hit?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Great. You guys see Odor, who is like pinning this other person to the ground. They like pull their elbow up and their hand comes out and like lightning shoots out of their hand into Odor's side.
Oh no.
That is only gonna be 5 damage.
Only 5.
Odor, as
What's
you
the
are like
max?
just tased, essentially, and this person just shocks you once and then is gonna try to make a strength saving throw to get out from underneath you. So make a strength check. I'm pretty sure they just failed.
It's a 23.
Okay, yeah, they definitely lost. Word. Perfect. That is top of the round. Odor, it's your turn.
I'm kind of mad this guy, like shocked me or whatever. So, do I see his hand out still?
Yeah, it's off to your side.
Okay, and do I have access to my battle axe?
Yes.
Okay, and can I just call my shot on his hand to see if I can just, cleave it off?
Yeah, sure. Make an attack.
Okay.
By
Some
God.
Darth Vader shit right there.
It was like, by Torn.
Yes.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
And also, since it's my first attack on him and I'm raging, I also will do a little bit of radiant damage because I'm concerned what's going to happen.
Okay.
1d6 plus my half of my, okay, 3, and then that's going to be 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Odor, as you see this arm come up and it zaps you, you immediately, just like in your rage, pull out your axe and you cut it off. And as you like cut it, you feel this like just burst of energy come out of you. And you see as like this hand falls off, it appears as if like there's not flesh holding it on. It has fallen off and it is almost like ice. Whatever it is reflecting in the light.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should keep that hand for later for examination.
Cool. That is the turn of our restrained creature. It's going to try and swing on Delvilos, who's still attacking it.
Bring it on, come on.
That's the first attack. Misses. It swings down. You just throw your shield up. It's slowed because it's restrained. Oh my god.
Question:
It's restrained. It's-
did it have to move in order to attack him, since it got pushed back?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
So that's 2 more d6, correct?
Yes, it is.
That is kind of...
How long does that last? Is that a
1 minute.
It lasts 1 minute,
So-
or unless the creature breaks out or leaves the radius, which I believe it's what, like a 10-foot radius, something like
like
that.
I don't believe it's if it even moves the radius. It just lasts for 1 minute.
Well, I mean, like the area around whatever it's grasping.
in 1 minute is like a full fight, right? Or
1 minute is 10 rounds of combat.
10 rounds of combat.
So
okay.
that is 6 damage.
6 damage.
Mhm.
Word. Yeah, this creature is looking might messed up from what you can tell. It's just got like a lot of cuts and scratches, like the cloth is being pulled in every direction. And yeah, it misses with its second attack too as it's trying to club at you, but like it's still wrapped and entangled in all these thorns. That is going to be Trevorn, your turn.
Nice. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take a shot at it, just normal shot, but I am going to use my sharpshooter feat to do it.
Oh, is that where you subtract 5 to
Mhm.
add 10 to the damage or whatever?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, shouldn't have done that. So that is so that is a 7. I mean, I highly doubt a 7's gonna hit.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Oh, with sharpshooter?
Yeah, no, just because it's restrained.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yes, so you get a second attack. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget
Yeah,
that.
so
rule.
I only did one better, so that's an 8.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
It's
Okay.
just
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
ahead.
you
I was gonna say I'll go ahead and take a second attack as well.
Second attack? Go for it.
Sharpshooter as well, but since it's advantage, I should have a lot higher chance. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So that would be a 18.
an 18. An 18's gonna hit.
Nice. So that is at least 10 damage plus another 8. So 18 damage.
Nice, dude.
18 damage. Yeah, Delvilos, you see this creature in front of you that has like hit you once. You've hit it, bashed it back. It's like lurched forward back through the thorns trying to attack you. And you see Trayvorn like fires an arrow that goes over like your head because he's trying to hit this creature, and it almost takes you out. You're like a little nervous about it. And then the second shot, as you look up at Trayvorn, because like why is he shooting at you and not the monster?
Dude, come on.
You see this shot flies and just goes directly through like the hood of this monster's robe, and it just stops moving.
Nice.
It's like held upright by the thorns it's entangled in, but it stops.
Is dead?
You can assume so. The arrow has gone like most of the way into it. And then
It didn't come out the back of the cloak.
no, not out the back of the cloak. Del, that's your turn.
Awesome. Can I roll something to see, like, can I check on this guy if he needs to be finished off or anything?
Yeah, go for it. Roll
What would I roll?
I guess
Insight?
medicine or perception check. Whichever's better for you, medicine or perception.
That's 21 with a perception check.
Someone with a perception check. Yeah, you hold up your cantrip lit up shield that's like very, very faint light now because you're so close to this reactor. And you hold it up to the face of like under the hood, and you see the face of Azona Ri, the same face you saw from the video, as it melds away from being his face into just this like purple blank slate with like no nose, with like mouth, like as like blood is trickling down its face.
Okay.
But it's not moving, it's not breathing.
Not breathing. Cool. Then I want to go ahead and turn my attention to no hand lightning shooter over there. He's down, right?
Yeah, he's pinned underneath Odor.
Cool. I'm gonna try to like bring him down to one or like knock him out or something, but I want to go ahead and make a swing on him. Is that with advantage
Okay.
since he's down?
Yes, because he's knocked prone, yeah.
I got a 1 and a 3.
Oh, no.
So I miss. I'm gonna go ahead and use my War Priest ability. I'm gonna use one of my. I'm gonna use another attack.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I want to try to bring him down to 1 if I can. So maybe like put up like a really strong body shot on him, but I want to talk to him too. Like, you know what I mean? So I want to just like really pin him down, maybe like through the body, and as he's like dying and breathing out, I want to talk to him and be like, all right.
Oh, like with your sword, you want to like jab it through? Okay, yeah. You walk up. Odor is like still kneeling on this thing's chest, or this person's chest, and you just stab through like the shoulder with your knife, like opposite the heart, so like the right side with your long sword. And as you like jam it through, it sounds like you're chipping away at ice, and you see this creature's face like reacts in pain, and it lets out this. And like nothing, no vocal sounds or anything come out, and you break through it, and you see just like the arm falls off and turns and like slowly melts into just water.
Shit. Okay. Is he like down to 1 or incapacitated? Like, can I try to talk to him?
Like you see, this creature is slowly just melting. Like it is turning from person into puddle.
Well,
Puddled person, or
That's
person
that.
puddle. Let's go.
Well, question: are we out of combat? Oh, okay.
You're out of combat.
Okay, yeah. In that case,
Okay,
can I
okay,
jump down
thank
in, and then I guess yeah, can I make a check on it to see if I can understand what it is, since it's not exactly that Azona, right? Yeah, to see like, since apparently the other one was Azona as well. I want to see like if this is like a creature that can mimic someone's shape, or if it's like I don't know, some sort of conjuration or something along those lines.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
So 13 plus 3, 16.
16. You know Trayvorn from kind of just like the rough work you did and like your brief time in the guard, that there are certain specters called doppelgangers, and that the cloaked figure that Delvilos was fighting was one of those specters that could take on the like look and the impression of other people.
Okay, and then I'm assuming the ice one is one as well.
It was not a doppelganger. You know it's some form of illusion, though. It's some form of magic.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, guys. I don't think we're gonna get much info out of these guys. It looks like one was a doppelganger, and this one looks like it's some sort of illusion.
seems like it.
But yeah,
I would like.
I was gonna say maybe we should go and like work on that machine while we can. But keep your eyes up, because I mean, if this is some sort of like conjuration, we should probably keep our eyes out. They can't be too far.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to go up to the machine and can I check if it's magical?
Yeah, the machine is definitely magical. You can roll a perception check to see, or an insight check to see if you can figure out like how to shut it off, if that's what you're looking to do.
Well, I was going to try to cast my 3rd level Dispel Magic on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower the target ends. So if it's a 3rd level magic, it ends. For each spell of a 4th level or higher, I have to make an ability check with my spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell level.
Word. Yeah, you walk up to this machine and you hold your hand out to cast Dispel Magic, you said?
Yes.
And this kind of like bright light appears out of your gauntleted hand, and it like emanates forward into this machine, and you see this blue coil of lightning in the middle start to fracture and like split up and break until it turns into like somehow this light turns brittle and harsh and then dispels into nothing, and the machine stops spinning slower and slower until it just isn't doing anything. And it stopped moving, and after a second, the lights in the building turn back on.
I guess my shield, like the light goes all the way back to 4.
Yeah, everything,
the rifle
like-
power's on.
Yeah, everything kicks back on.
I want to check comms immediately, see if I can contact any of the other squads.
What do you say? Are you like calling out?
Calling all squads, Alpha, Beta, Charlie.
You get no response.
Fuck.
Command, can you hear us? Repeat, command.
Yeah, Command
yes.
Elise.
Yes, Odor, is that you guys? How's it going?
Yeah,
Status
we found a machine in the capital that prohibits magic from being used, so all the other teams don't have comms, and they need to dispel the magic in the machine.
Okay. Do you guys need to extract, or are you going to help another squad? What is your game plan?
What's the nearest squad closest to us?
The squad closest to you would be Team Alpha over in the West End.
What do you guys say? You ready to take out a couple more
I'll
puddles?
say real quick, just a reminder, which one went over to, or which squad went over to my neighborhood?
Team Alpha.
Team Alpha? Okay, yeah. That sounds good. I think Team Alpha, that's who we should be going and backing up right now.
Yeah, we're gonna rendezvous with Team Alpha.
All right.
Alright, do you need us to take this machine anywhere? Come back for it?
We'll dispatch units there as soon as possible.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So we shouldn't burn this mother down. Or anything.
I would highly recommend you
burn
don't
down my
burn it
capital,
down.
guys.
I'm sorry. Once I see red, you know.
Wait, isn't Oda the barbarian? Hold
Let's
on.
go back out to the Archaea Soul.
Wait, can I,
Goodness.
before we leave, can I, are one of the cloaks still on the ground?
Yes, there's the cloak that's ripped up and torn up by thorns on the body, and then the other cloak is now sopping wet because it's covered in ice.
Alright, I'm gonna take the wet one, and I'm gonna try to put it on.
Okay, it's a little small for you.
Do I feel any
Looks good on
different?
You feel like you're now wearing a wet cloak.
So nothing magical, nothing, weirds happening
No.
here. No hoobie joobies or anything like that.
I'm on my
No.
way to Ikea.
Yeah, I was
Well-
like, hey, Oda, you might want to take that off. You might catch a cold.
I am from the cold.
But we should bring it with
I
us just
was
to
born
show
in-
Elise this is what they were wearing and all that.
I was born
Ooh,
in the
that's a good
cold.
Okay. Don't know what you're referencing
Great.
to.
You guys pile back into your Archaea. You start driving through the streets. You notice as you're approaching, roll me perception checks.
11.
15.
5.
With a 15, you notice that, like, similar to the way the other one was set up, there are clouds, like, being pulled and smoke being pulled towards this, but the radius in which, like, the area is swirling is much, much, much smaller.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we can see, like, we can almost kind of, like, see, like, if we go to this house, then we'd be out of the range.
Yes, you can almost pinpoint exactly where it's at.
Cool. Awesome. I kind of want to drive the Kia until it starts to flicker.
Great. You guys approach towards that area. You see, again, there's more just like hooded figures going into buildings, pulling stuff out into the street and dropping it onto like burning piles. And as you approach this building, you get about half a block away and the Archaea shuts off. You guys get out of the car, and Trayvorn, you immediately recognize this is the street you lived on. And that's where we'll end our session.
What?
Oh.
No! I was
so
asking questions.
spooky.
No! Oh, I was
That
just
was
like,
good. Our first combat too, and we nailed it. I think.
Oh yeah, no, I think honestly, yeah, we went in there. I like the surprise. Like I was like, hey, someone's gonna hop on one dude, someone's gonna hop on the other, and I was taking shots from like the second story, like folding and covered. That was
It's like a good
textbook.
little foreshadow to how it's gonna go from the future.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're
textbook.
gonna-
I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also,
So we're
That was
fighting
good.
ice monsters.
All right.
You know, one of them was ice, and I have so many questions.
Yeah,
There's
for
some
real.
Save for the
everyone
short
here.
rest. I'm joking.
Well, thanks for listening. This has been the Goon Squad Radio podcast. Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about real quick?
Yes,
leave us a review. Leave
yeah.
us a review on
Mhm.
iTunes so we can hit 30 and we can do a nice little Q&A session, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'd love to
for
do
real.
that Q&A.
Do
I
it.
think it'd be really fun.
And once we hit 30, I'll release my gazpacho recipe
Yep.
online on Twitter.
30 for the
Yeah.
gazpacho recipe, 50 for the Q&A, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
All right.
And, follow us on the Instagram.
At GSR_Intel.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing we have right now? Is on
Also,
we have the
it's
follow our
Twitter.
DM on
Twitter.
TikTok because he
Yeah,
has
yeah,
hella
we have a
clout.
Twitter.
All
Follow
right.
us on
Ignoring
Twitter
the
for those
TikTok.
bucks. And
Great.
we have a TikTok
Thank you.
too.
Until next time.
Also, real quick, last thing to plug.
Oh,
If you were in Texas or any other place that has lifted a mask order, wear your mask, please.
Wear your mask.
Heard.
Save your grandmas.
Great.
Save your nana.
Save
Do
your
it for
nana
the
so she can
nanas.
listen to her favorite podcast.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Yes,
our main
sir.
audience
Your
right now.
Nana's
We don't
favorite
know why.
podcast. Is that going to be our slogan?
I think so.
Squad Radio.
I think
your
it's kinda-
Nana's
I
favorite
think it's
podcast.
All right.
Beautiful, man.
Well, I have to say that was a pretty tasty session.